Literally watched the dogs drag the girl from one side of the street to the other.
Tonight, new video shows neighbors scrambling to help a woman who was viciously mauled by two dogs in Auburn. The neighbors say the dogs came from a long-time problem property that's been taken over by squatters near Thomas Jefferson High School. KOMO's Tammy Mutasa live tonight in Auburn with the very latest. Tammy, how's that woman doing tonight?
Preston, at last check, she is still in critical condition after that horrifying attack. You know, Good Samaritans who ran to help her are still reeling from what they saw, and they tell me it should have never happened. The commotion and horror played out on this Ring surveillance video, but we're not showing the attack. Michelle Proven heard screaming, then rushed outside to see two dogs viciously dragging a young woman across the street.
It should never happen to her. There is no reason.
Michelle grabbed a bat, handed it to another neighbor who swung at the pit bull and pit bull mixed dogs, but he got bit too.
And I literally watched the dogs drag the girl from one side of the street to the other and sit there and yank on her arms. She had a bloody face and all parts of her body. The dogs had ripped her clothes off.
An arriving King County deputy shot and killed the pit bull after it lunged at the deputy.
If I had a gun, I would have shot the dogs myself.
The second dog ran away, but later we were there when animal control had a tough time wrangling the dog from a house. That house, neighbors say, was taken over by squatters, and they own the dogs. Neighbors say their complaints to authorities have fallen on deaf ears.
This house has been a big nuisance to all the neighbors in this area. They get multiple calls, I'm sure, in a week about this house, but it seems like King County doesn't want to do anything about it.
King County prosecutors say in the past they haven't had any cases referred to their office involving the dogs, though the owner has a criminal history including domestic violence assault. Prosecutors say they expect to get a felony case referred to their office later this week.
We have told the county it's turning into a landfill over here. They're doing bad things. Everybody knows it. And we said someone's going to get hurt. And finally someone did.
Now, I asked sheriff deputies, and I'm told that house has had two recent calls, one for a welfare check and another for suspicious activity. Live in Auburn, Tammy Mutasa, KOMO News.
I talked to that attorney today who filed this lawsuit on behalf of Gyongyi Maas. She tells me that she is still working very hard to overcome the emotional trauma and the physical injuries she suffered during that attack.
She's constantly needing to get repeat surgeries for the arm because dog bite injuries are crushing injuries.
Gyongyi Maas suffered a broken arm plus serious injuries to her head, legs, and torso when two dogs ran across the street and mauled her while she was jogging last year.
But I saw the dogs drag her across the street.
Michelle Provan ran to help Maas back in February. Today, the house next door to her is boarded up, and there's a new lawsuit against its owner, the dog's owners, and King County.
I am happy that hopefully this will bring some sort of changes.
Proven and other neighbors tell me they repeatedly called King County deputies and regional animal control each time they spotted criminal activity or dogs running loose or injuring people.
On more than one occasion, dogs attacked somebody. They didn't keep them in the house.
Everybody said their hands were tied, and yeah, it was past the buck.
The lawsuit chronicles some of those calls dating back several years before the attack on Maas. Shortly after the attack she suffered, the county gave people living there notice that they had to get out. The house was then boarded up 6 weeks later.
It shouldn't take a lady to get hurt to make them do something basic.
These dogs were perpetually vicious.
Attorney Gemma Zanowski, who filed the lawsuit on behalf of Maas, tells me the county reached a systemic level of failure.
This was not just the involvement of animal control or the King County Sheriff or code enforcement or the prosecutor's office. These residents contacted all of these entities and all of these officials trying to get somebody to come out and use the authority that they had to do something about this property.
I asked the county today for a comment about this lawsuit, but I was told since the lawsuit's pending, they could not comment on it. Now, I want to also mention that last year, at the time we initially covered that dog mauling, we were told by the King County Prosecutor's Office that they expected a felony referral case for charges. But when I asked the county today, they said the investigation is still pending. This trial, by the way, already has a trial date set for next spring. Live in Seattle, Denise Whitaker, KOMO News.
All right, thanks.